morning, everyone, and welcome. I must admit it's a great pleasure to have more than 100 people here in Zagreb, our Faculty of Civil Engineering, 100 people from almost 40 different countries. Here I am, the local organizer chair. And those are the countries that will contribute to our event. We have here participants of the cost action TU 1402, dedicated to quantifying the value of structural health monitoring. We have participants of the cost action TU 1406, dealing with quality specification for roadway bridges. We have members of International Association of Bridge and Structural Engineering, particularly of the first working commission dedicated to the problems related to structural performance, safety and life cycle costs. And in addition, we have some guests from Croatia and surrounding countries. I hope that this event will be the starting point for a long-term objective to contribute jointly to the improvement of the bridge assessment and management, leading to satisfied users and bridge operators and sustainable development of European road network. Now, through this presentation, you will see several bridges that were actually designed here at the faculty, at our department for bridges. We are very proud of our Maslenica bridge. We are sorry you won't see all of them, just those that are situated on the Sava River in Zagreb. But they will go around during the presentation. Now I would like to call Mr. Ivica Završki, Vice Dean for International and Interinstitutional Cooperation, to say a few words to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a real pleasure to see all of you here at the Faculty of Civil Engineering, University of Zagreb. It is a great event for us, really, to have all of you here together. As Anna was saying, at this faculty, our colleagues really participated in the design of wonderful bridges across Croatia. And we are really proud of that. Another step is, of course, the maintenance and the management of all those structures. I am not from the Department of Structural Engineering, but of Construction Management. So for that reason, I really know, I'm aware of the importance of the management of structures. That's your task. I hope you'll have the opportunity to share the experience with our people. You'll hopefully contribute also to their knowledge. We'll exchange something. As the Dean for International Cooperation, I have to say that we are, as the faculty, as the institution, always ready and keen for any kind of international cooperation, mobility, Erasmus programs, projects. So if you have any idea, please, you are very welcome to establish some kind of future international activities. I wish to all of you good work and a good time here in Zagreb. Thank you very much.
Mr. Završki. Now let us hear Mr. Jose Matos, the chair of the cost action TU 1406.
Thank you, Werner. You asked me to be short. I'll be short. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge in the name of 1406 the welcome reception here at Zagreb University in Croatia. For us, as you are aware, it's very important to be in several countries around Europe. I think this is Europe, and networking such as the visiting said it's really important also for us. So I'd like to, first of all, acknowledge Nana and Danielle for the organization. I also like to acknowledge Zabriskie for the work of the university. And of course, I like also to acknowledge Alexi also for the organization. We have with us very important and very interesting papers and contributions. I would also like to acknowledge all the keynoters, Professor Frangelpol, Professor Beck, Professor Kim, Professor Furuta. I think all of them, they come from very far from here, and to be for sure ready to add on to this workshop and to our both cost actions. And last but not least, I would like to say a special thanks to Yapse, to Anna and to Niels, who know that were very involved in this organization, and finally to our friends and brothers, the colleagues from 1402, to Sebastian, and I wish everybody a very successful workshop with main results from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jose. Now I will be pleased to invite Sebastian Tons, the chair of the Cost Action T1402, to address you as well. But Sebastian will join us in the early afternoon. Therefore, I will just say a few words as T1402 Vice Chair about our action. Our main task, I would say, is to convince infrastructure owners and operators to invest in SIGEN systems. And how we may do this? We need to reveal the utility of SIGEN by quantifying its value, and we need to be able to present this through properly chosen case studies. So far, the focus of the Cost Action T1402 was development of fact sheets on the theoretical framework, on SIGEN strategies and information modeling platform, and on associated methods and tools involved in the value of information process. Our future task is to develop a joint unified classification of the value of information framework for applications to structural health monitoring, and to reveal adequate case studies to demonstrate the application. Now, I would like to present you Mr. Alex Kindi, my colleague from the Institute IGH. He actually was my co-worker at the faculty earlier, but then he transferred into the design, consulting and research company.
Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to welcome you and greet you on behalf of Institute IGH, a privately owned joint stock company with more than 450 employees, providing services in civil engineering ranging from design, supervision, consultancy, field survey, laboratory testing, and scientific research. We are now active in Croatia, but in all our surrounding countries, also in countries like Albania, Kosovo, Ukraine, Russian Federation, and now very big in Georgia. With the Zagreb Faculty of Civil Engineering and Institute IGH, there exists a long and rich tradition in mutual collaboration on many projects and issues ranging from design to scientific research. Also, we made a small contribution to the Cost Action TU 1406. So, I welcome you again. I wish you successful workshops during what I believe will be a pleasant stay here in Zagreb. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. At the end, I would like to invite Mr. Daniel Težera to welcome you in the name of Croatian Roads Ltd. and to give you an overview of maintenance and management of bridges at Croatian state roads.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm employed in Croatian roads and in maintenance department, so I will tell you a few things about my company. The categories of roads in Croatia are divided into motorway, state, county and local roads, and my company is responsible for state roads. Company is in full ownership by the Republic of Croatia. Our vision is to provide high quality transport connection between regions in Croatia and also between European transport routes. Mission is of course to manage and to construct and maintain state road network, and the objective is continue delivering investment in development of road infrastructure, construction and maintenance. Our major documents are Transport Development Strategy of Croatia and the government program for construction and maintenance of public roads, which is based on a 4-year period. Okay. Main responsibility of company is operative and strategic planning of construction, maintenance and managing of state roads through available funds, also protection of environment from impacts of road traffic and monitoring traffic volumes and traffic flows on state roads. And at least but not last, maintaining the road data bank for public roads, such as data for traffic, pavement, tunnels and other infrastructure, road infrastructure, and of course bridges through the bridge management system we have called Hermos. Something about investment of my company in 2015. On construction and reconstruction of roads, we invest 153 million euros, and from that sum we have 10 million euros for construction and reconstruction of bridges, including designing and land insurance and supervision works. For regular and periodic maintenance of roads, we have invest 52 million euros altogether. Total investment for 2015 over 200 million euros. As I mentioned before, we have for bridge management system called Hermos, which divides bridges with span over 5 meters and bridges with span from 2 to 5 meters. We have a 6 category scale for inspection. The inspections are divided into daily, annual every 2 years, and general every 6 years for bridges, and special inspections if happen some extraordinary events. During annual and general inspection, we marked 13 standard elements and we gave a general bridge rating, which is mostly estimated. Main objective of this system is to predict 5 years funding for maintenance. For bridge management purpose, we own special equipment, trucks with hydraulic platforms for these bridge inspections. Our engineers provide these inspections, and their main tasks are to see, record, and identify processes which essentially put construction into some instabilities. From inventory up to 2016, Croatian State Road Network had more than 1,000 bridges, over spans with over 5 meters on 7,000 kilometers. of roads. Mainly type of structure is beam bridges made of reinforced concrete, and general rating of all type of bridges on our network is about 2, which is really good condition. Also, we have here some data about average grade on bridge elements, mostly used on our exams. General bridge rating is also on decimal decision really close to 2. During inspections, we found usual damages such as abrasion, excessive movements, wasting of concrete by weather conditions, leakage through the cracks, salt settings by fluorescence, and of course reconstructions and renewal works includes refurbishment of the pavement structure, either demolishing, filling the cracks with injection, suspension, concrete pavement reconstruction, making a new concrete pavement, reinforced cement with carbon fibers and steel bars on columns, replacement of expensive joints and bearings, making new asphalt layer and mortar works with regulator mortar. Some future plans include follow-up procedures to collecting experience and data through continuous inspection and specialist examinations. Future development of systems should be using models of mathematical statistics, for example, Markov chains and Markov process, in order to predict maintenance plan. So what else to say but that we also wish you a successful Zagreb Joint Workshop. Thank you very much.